Vela Bay, is it a good buy or goodbye? Vela Bay will be launched next month with approximately 515 units.
It is a leasehold in District 16, likely TOP around 2030. A lot of people are very excited about this development. They talk about first mover advantage, they talk about Bayshore transformation. But beyond all the hype, let's look at logic and numbers. The estimated launch price for Vela Bay will be 2,008 per square foot. So the average PSF is about 3,000 per square foot. And if we take 3-beta premium as 990 square feet, the quantum will be close to $3 million. Suppose you hold it for 5 years, including 2 years of own stay. Your break-even PSF is 3,445 PSF. This means that if you sell at 3.41 million, you barely break even. And if you sell at 3,500 PSF in 5 years' time, which is 500 PSF more, your net profit is only 50 over 1,000. I have shared many times before, the higher your PSF, the more it will take for you to break even. Let's look at the surrounding properties, and this is Costa del Sol. This is a much older development. Your remaining lease will be 70 years. The average PSF for 3-beta in the past 1 year is 1,869 per square foot. Since we consider average price for Vela Bay, we must also consider average price for all other developments. So at 2.5 million, you can buy a size of 1,346 square feet for 3-bedroom premium. In other words, you can get an additional space of more than 300 square feet for $500,000 cheaper. If you look at the floor plan, you can see huge efficient layout apart from bay window, which only takes a bit of the space. Just the living and dining alone is close to 38 square meters. You still have another area for family lounge. And you have luxurious space for your bedrooms. Of course, the setback is that it is 28 years older. Next, we have Bayshore Park, which is even older. Like Costa del Sol, Bayshore Park is also a mega development. Vela Bay is just a mid-sized development. So the remaining lease for Bayshore Park is 55 years. The average 3-beta is priced at 1,394 per square foot. At a size of 1,292 square feet, it is close to 1.8 million. The floor plan is not very ideal in terms of odd shapes. However, it is still very luxurious in space. You have large bedrooms and a separate living and dining area. Now we're going to do a lease reset calculation for all these 3 developments. We're not comparing with other developments because they don't have sea view like Vela Bay. For seaside residences, it is in District 15, nearer to Siglap MRT. It is not in District 16. So you can see that for Costa del Sol, the PSF is 2,779 PSF if you reset it to 99-year fresh lease. This has also included the 5% harmonization. The quantum will be 3.7 million. For Bayshore Park, it will be 2,635 PSF and the quantum will be 3.4 million. For Vela Bay, the PSF is higher than both other developments. But the quantum is lower because the size is much smaller. So for 3-bedroom premium at 3 million in District 16, Bedok, Upper East Coast area, what can this quantum buy you as compared with others? District 15 RCR in the Katong area, Emerald of Katong only transacted at an average of 2.6 million for 3-bedroom premium. That's about 400,000 gap. We have Tembusu Grand, transacted at an average of 2.4 million. That's 600,000 gap. Next, we have Continuum, also District 15. We are talking about freehold now. Average transaction for 3-beta premium, 2.94 million. Grand Diamond, mega development, transacted at an average of 2.67 million for 3-bedroom premium. We are talking about 300 over 1,000 gap. We also have Amber Park, freehold, TOP in 2023, 3.2 million in average. We also have Seaside Residences. Average 3-beta PSF is 2,442 PSF. If you take 1,023 square feet 3-beta, the average quantum is only 2.5 million. That's $500,000 cheaper than Vela Bay, and it is in a better location than Vela Bay. Of course, it's 9 years older, but if you do a lease reset back to fresh 99-year lease, you minus 100 PSF because its location is better than Vela Bay. The new average PSF is only 2,800 PSF. For Vela Bay, you don't have a top school, but you have a decent school, Temasek Primary School. Now, a lot of people talk about how it has strong exit strategy because of all the upcoming BTOs. Let me tell you the hard truth. By 2029, only these 2 Bayshore BTOs will be ready. That means that for them to reach MOP, it will be around 2034. There will be 8 years from now before they can purchase your Vela Bay. There's one more BTO further up north, but most of the HDB flats in the vicinity are very old. They can hardly fetch very high price. This means that your pool of HDB upgraders is actually very small. Yes, there are 3 more plots of residential in this area. Oh yes, there's Bayshore transformation, but all this will only be ready around mid-2030s. That is around another 8 to 10 years. As of now, based on the region analysis in District 16, people are only willing to pay up to 1.5 to 2 million for 3-betas. Some are willing to pay up to 2.5 million, but very few are willing to pay up to 3 million. And this is because this is a demographic where HDB upgraders do not have a lot of cash to purchase much higher quantum. At an average of 3,000 per square foot, do you think that the developer has already priced the future into the present? Are you paying for the present price or the future price where the transformation has already been factored in? I would say that there's a medium-high risk when it comes to Vela Bay, especially when your break-even is close to 450 PSF and you don't have strong exit plan or exit strategy in the next 5 to 6 years. People only boast about upcoming 10,000 to 12,000 residential units. They only talk about future Bayshore transformation, but they don't really look at proper data, they don't really calculate the numbers, they don't really look at the number of years, and they don't look at the break-even. Are there better options? You might want to ask a different kind of agent. I will see you in the next video.